Hello everyone, today in this video we are going to talk about eddy current. While searching for eddy current, I saw this t-shirt on internet and the name of this t-shirt is 3-dimensional eddy current t-shirt, and this t-shirt will help you to remember the definition of eddy current. So after this video you should be able to define eddy current and write some applications of eddy current. From our previous video on Faraday's law, we know that when we change the magnetic flux through a loop, induced current is produced due to electromagnetic induction. So same thing happens when we change the magnetic flux through a solid metal. So in this picture you can see there is a metallic block and we are moving the north pole towards the block. When we move the north pole towards the block, the magnetic flux through this block changes and induced current is produced, and which moves in a circular path, and this current is called eddy current and the process is called electromagnetic induction. And in this picture you can see the motion of magnet is producing a circular eddy current in this metal block. So eddy currents are the circular current which are formed in a metal block when the magnetic flux through the block changes, and they are called eddy currents because they are similar to the eddies or whirlpool which forms in the water, and they are also called Foucault current because it was discovered by Leon Foucault. Now I think the name of this t-shirt makes sense. Now we'll talk about some experiment to demonstrate eddy current. In this picture you can see there is a pendulum with a metallic plate, and this plate is non-magnetic, means it is made out of aluminium or copper which is not attracted by the magnet. And when we oscillate this plate in the magnetic field, the flux through the plate changes and there will be induced eddy current which will try to oppose the cause, and the cause is motion. So eddy current opposes the motion of the pendulum. This pendulum will come to the rest quickly, so we'll see the same in the video. So this is the pendulum made out of aluminium and it is oscillating freely. Now in next video we'll oscillate the same pendulum in magnetic field. So this is a magnet and this is the same pendulum. Now when we oscillate this, due to the eddy current it cannot cross the magnet and it immediately comes to the rest due to the eddy current produced in the aluminium plate. According to Lenge's law, the eddy current opposes the cause, and out here cause is the motion of the pendulum, so it opposes the cause. That means it will stop the motion of the pendulum. So the process of stopping the oscillation by the eddy current is called electromagnetic damping, meaning we are damping the oscillation by using eddy current. And this is the second experiment to demonstrate the eddy current. Out here you can see there is a metallic disc and below we have an electromagnet. Now if you connect AC current through this electromagnet, the changing magnetic field is produced. So magnetic flux through this metallic disc changes and eddy current is produced, due to which the metallic disc jumps from this place. Now in this animation you will see the jumping of the metallic disc. So out here you can see this is an electromagnet. When you switch on, the electromagnet disc jumps because of the eddy current, because it is opposing the changing magnetic field. And eddy current is generally undesirable because the current flowing in the metallic solid conductor produces heat, and due to this the metals get heated up. Out here you can see this metal is getting heated up because of changing magnetic field produced by this coil. So as the eddy current is undesirable, so we have to minimize it. So we can minimize it by using the laminated strips. So out here you can see the eddy current will get the big part to flow, but if you cut this metal into small pieces and if you put some insulator in between, that means you are laminating each other, then the eddy current will not get path to flow, so we'll minimize the eddy current. So this is the method to minimize the eddy current. So thinner the lamination, less the eddy current. So now we'll see one more video to see how the laminated conductor minimize the eddy current. So in this video we are oscillating the solid metal in a magnetic field. Now you can see, because of the eddy current, it will not allow this pendulum to oscillate, because the induced current opposes the cause, that is the motion. Now in this video, instead of solid metal, we are using laminated metal. That means the eddy current will not get a big path to flow. Now let's see what happens. So out here you can see it is not stopping as in previous video. So by using laminated strips of metal, we can minimize the eddy current. So this is the real life application of laminated core. So in transformer we use laminated core because we need to reduce the eddy current, so we use laminated core. So let's see why we are using laminated core. So in transformer we send the energy from this side to this side in the form of magnetic field. So when we send the magnetic field through this metal, the eddy current is produced, due to which a lot of energy is lost. So in order to reduce that, we use laminated core, so the current produced in the transformer is less. So now let's talk about the applications of eddy current. As we have said, it is undesirable, but in some of the cases the eddy current is used also. Eddy current is desirable also. So electromagnetic brake. So in electromagnetic brake, a strong electromagnet is connected to the wheel. So when we want to stop the wheel, we produce a strong magnetic field by applying the current. So due to this brake will come to the rest very fast, and there is no friction between these two. So this brake is better than the brakes which use friction. So in this picture you can see this is a electromagnetic brake used in trains. So next is induction furnace. So in induction furnace we change the magnetic field in a particular region which is need to be heated. So out here you can see, through this coil we send large amount of alternating current, and in this coil the alternating magnetic field is produced. So due to this changing magnetic field, high amount of eddy current is produced inside the furnace, and a lot of heat is produced which melts the samples. Induction cooktops or induction stove also makes use of eddy current. We send AC current through a coil which produces changing magnetic field, and due to this changing magnetic field, eddy current is produced in the base of the utensil, and a lot of heat is produced due to the heating effect of eddy current, due to which our food gets cooked. So let's see one video. This is a induction cooktop. So inside a changing magnetic field is produced. When we switch on this, a changing magnetic field is produced, and a lot of eddy current is produced in this foil. You can see this is an aluminum foil. Due to the eddy current, it is getting heated up. Speedometer also works on the principle of eddy current. So out here you can see a magnet is connected to the rotating wheel. When the wheels rotate, it also rotates the magnet, and when this magnet rotates, the magnetic flux through this disc changes, due to which it also gets deflected in one direction. The pointer is connected to this disc, and when this disc rotates, this pointer shows the deflection in particular direction, where it shows the speed in a scale like this. Energy meters are also based on eddy current. So you can see this disc, when the current passes through the circuit, due to the eddy current, this disc rotates. When this disc rotates, it moves the gear, and with the gear this number changes to 1 2 3 4, and we get to know the energy consumed. But these days we are using digital meters, so we don't see this kind of meter these days. And another application is diathermy. So in diathermy we apply changing magnetic field, due to which eddy current is produced inside the body, and because of this heat some of the tissues get killed. And another example is electromagnetic damping, and because of this we may and we know that the eddy and we know that and we know electromagnet and we know the eddy current produces electromagnetic damping. That means it stops the oscillation of a metallic object. So this electromagnetic damping is used in galvanometer to stop the galvanometer at once. Due to electromagnetic damping, the pointer of the galvanometer comes to the zero position at once without oscillating, and this application is called deadbeat galvanometers. So let's summarize the video. So changing magnetic flux through a solid conductor produces eddy current, and they are called eddy currents because they are similar to the eddies formed in the water. So sometimes eddy currents are undesirable, so we can reduce the eddy current by laminated sheets. And these are the application. So this is the end of the video. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.